Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with another video. I thought today would be a good day to do some updated technical analysis on a few tickers. So today we're going to take a look at Dkng, we're going to take a look at Tesla, we'll take a look at NEO, and then we'll finish the video by taking a look at Rocket. So let's get started with Dkng, ticker symbol Dkng. We haven't looked at this one in maybe a week or two now. Taking a look at the graphs here, you can see that these are daily candles. Each candle represents 1 day of trading. And take a look at this. We had a pretty prolonged downtrend for almost a month, a little bit over a month, all the way down to a low of just over $35. You can see we bounced right off this Fibonacci level, which was the 78.6% Fibonacci level that I drew a while back. So then we were in a little bit of a bull rally, pulled back a little bit, and now it looks like we are in the beginnings or in the middle of another uptrend. So I'm going to start off by drawing another trend line, maybe looking something along the lines of this, trying to incorporate the bottoms of as many of these candles as I can. And the other interesting thing is take a look at what happened yesterday. The intraday low, if I zoom in here, bounced right off this pink line, which is the 50-day moving average at just a little over $47. So that tells me that right now, this 50-day moving average is going to act as support. Looks like also it was support here back on November 18th as well. So that's a good sign. That tells me that maybe this bull rally is going to continue. The next thing to look out for is I drew an area of resistance at a little over $49 here. And I drew that because if you go all the way back, you can see there's these two candles here, this wick here, that look like back in September that this was once acting as resistance, it then acted as support, but now it's going to act as resistance again because we have been trading below it for quite some time now. So I'm going to be looking to see if Dkng can close and can stay above $49 and keep trading along this upward sloping trend line. I'm going to extend this out a little bit further just so it's easier to see in the days coming forward. That's what I'm going to be looking for. The RSI is a little close to being overbought, but not really yet. So that's another thing I want to keep an eye on. I still think Dkng has some room to keep running up as long as we can go up above and stay above $49. So let's get on with it. Let's talk about Tesla right now. Tesla has been in the news a lot lately because it was just confirmed that next month it will be added into the S&P 500. So as you can see, a lot of big action that took place this past trading week. So let's zoom out here. I may need to update some of this because the Fibonacci levels were drawn from back in August to the recent high in September. So if I draw these out a little bit, let's see how well it corresponds to the trading data lately. And if I zoom back in, you can see it's not pretty bad. We can see that this Fibonacci level right here, this thin red line, is the 23.6% Fibonacci level. We bounced right off it on November 18th. And then we blew past above my area of resistance at about 461. And if you saw some of my other videos recently, I did say that $500 is going to be the key area of resistance right now for Tesla. Because if I zoom all the way out, that is Tesla's all-time high. Back on August 31st and September 1st, we basically, again, failed to breach above $500. You can see, again, November 19th, intraday, we got above it, but we couldn't close it. Same thing yesterday on November 20th. We did have a red day, but again, you can see intraday we got right up there to 502-ish, but we couldn't seal the deal. We couldn't stay above it, and we ended up closing down below it again. So if I zoom out here, it's going to be tough to find another area of support between about 460 and 500. You can see there's no trading data. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of trading data ever for Tesla stock. And I don't really see a clear area of support because there's not a lot of candles that all kind of originate in one area. If I had to guess, if you force me to pick something, I might pick something around 486, not because of anything I'm seeing up here, but more because if I look in the past 3 trading days, the candle here on November 18th closed right there. The intraday wick bounced off it. This wick got a little bit close. So if I had to guess, but this is a very big estimate, maybe 486 is going to be an area of support. So I'm going to be looking at Tesla to definitely need to close above $500 before I say Tesla's going to the moon, because right then the sky's the limit. I am going to be seeing how strong of a support 486 will be in the next coming trading days. If we do not use this as a strong area of support, I still think 461 or so is going to act as support. It's a big trading range between 460 and 500, $40. So if you're trading options, be sure to be cognizant of that in terms of where you want to set your strikes. If you're looking to swing trade or day trade, again, it seems like to me right now 460 to 500 is a little bit of a no man's area because there's no real price data there historically to go off of. So Tesla's going to be interesting to watch for sure. We'll have to see how the overall market reacts, because I think if the overall market continues to melt up, then I'm sure Tesla will go along with it, but we'll just have to wait and see. So let's keep working here. Let's look at NIO. So NIO has been in the news a lot lately. I mean, it's basically gone parabolic the past trading month. I mean, take a look at this. I think we can draw a trend line now, something along the lines of maybe this or so, because it looks like maybe something more shallower like this, just so we can incorporate the bottoms of some of these early candles and also this candle here. But as you can see, we're trading way far above the 21-day moving average, which is this orange line, and the pink line, which is the 50-day moving average. And also, I had initially drawn this green trend line way back when, and you can see we've basically eliminated that green line, and we've set our own more steeper trend line. The thing that worries me about NIO, and I mentioned this on my prior videos as well, take a look at this RSI curve. We've been overbought since about October 13th, October 14th. I mean, we're just living in the overbought category here. So I'm just waiting for a pullback. I think personally it's inevitable. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. If you have options open on NIO, if you have shares open on NIO, I don't have any positions open on NIO right now, but I would be really scared about getting caught with my pants down and ending up bag holding shares if and when NIO decides to come back down to earth. We'll have to wait and see. They did have earnings. They had actually good earnings. Their estimate was going to be minus 0.18. They actually reported minus 0.14, so it was an earnings beat. And taking a look at that, the market didn't respond favorably the next day, but the next two trading days, NIO was up green again. Taking a look at the fib levels, you can see this area right around $49 and some change. Looks like it is holding up as resistance. You can see this wick here on November 12th, the wick on November 17th, pretty much the wick on November 19th, and the candle yesterday all topped out at about $49. So that tells me I'm going to draw a trend line right there. That looks like 49 and some change is a pretty strong area of resistance right now. So my concern will be, is that the top, and is this the point where we start coming back down, or is NIO going to have some more extra juice to keep rallying above? That's the question I want to see answered this coming trading week. Let's keep working here, finish out the video strong, and take a look at Rocket Mortgages, ticker symbol RKT. So you can see we have looked at this fairly recently, but the interesting thing I immediately saw is that the intraday wick yesterday, the intraday low, if I zoom in here, you can see it bounced perfectly off the orange line, which is the 21-day moving average, right around $20.60. So I have fib levels drawn here. I am going to extend them out just so it incorporates some of the data that we see. I don't want to draw a purple line, so let's keep extending these fib levels out just like so. And we'll have to see, do I want to redraw some of these fib levels? I think they're okay for now. Let's see what happens if I draw it from this recent high back in early October to the recent high on November 17th, see if that makes my data look any cleaner. And maybe, looks like right here, this 61.8% fib level here is where we really bounced off of where we closed yesterday. See some other candles that closed there. So maybe I'll stick with this fib retracement level right now from the recent low on October 30th to the most recent high intraday on November 17th. See how that holds up. The other thing I will notice is that right now, this pink line, the 50-day moving average, I think it's acting as resistance. You can see both November 19th and November 20th, we could not close above this pink line here ever since we closed below it on November 18th. So it seems like right now, RKT wants to trade between about $20.60 and about $21.30 until it decides which way it wants to go. Does it want to keep selling off to the downside, or does it want to break past above the 50-day moving average and rally up? I think if we rally up, the next area of resistance that I've drawn is at about $22 and some change. You can see if I zoom out here, that level acted as support back in September, acted as resistance a little bit in mid-October, and then also in early November as well. So I do think $22 is going to be a relatively strong area of resistance. So if I had to guess right now, I would say definitely RKT wants to trade between $20.60 and somewhere between $21.30 and about $22.20. It just needs to pick a direction. the RSI is not going to help us that much because it's neither overbought nor oversold. So we'll have to see what's going to happen with the market overall, because again, I suspect RKT might be waiting on to see what the market does overall and just follow along with it. That's my 10-minute trade analysis on DraftKings, Tesla, NEO, and Rocket. If you agree or disagree, leave me a comment below. If you have any questions, as always, leave a comment below. Make sure you join our Discord server. You have a few days left before the month of November sale runs out. And as always, happy trading. Quick reminder, there is a limited time offer. I opened up 10 more slots to the Discord server for $10 a month, and it's been flying off the shelf. We only have 2 spots remaining. So if you want to get in there now, now's your chance. First come, first serve. And let's get into the video.